Hello, Pastor.
Let me ask you something. A very direct question. What are you doing about your extremely high spiritual infant mortality rate?
That may sound harsh, I know. You might be wondering,
What does that even mean?
all right, let's break it down. First, let's take the word spiritual out of it.
And think about something simple. Infant mortality rate. Infant mortality rate is the number of deaths per 1,000 live births of children under 1 year old. Now, with that in mind, what do you think the spiritual version of that is? Think about it this way. Everything we do in church points to one thing: new birth. When someone accepts Christ, it's like being born again.
Yeah, you already know that.
That new believer is a spiritual baby.
And here's the uncomfortable question. Where are they 1 year later?
And honestly, where are they 2 weeks later? Let's say you have a weekend revival or a crusade, and the power of God sweeps through. People come to the altar and make a decision to give their lives to Christ. Maybe 30, 300.
There are tens of thousands of people here today that do not know Christ. And this is the last hour of this crusade. What a moment to receive Christ.
Or like a Billy Graham crusade, 3,000 souls. What a moment of rejoicing that is. The angels in heaven are celebrating with you. In Luke 15, verse 10, it says, "In the same way, there is joy in the presence of God's angels when even one sinner repents." Now, as a spiritual leader, you are mandated to keep track of these souls, because one day you will give an account. In Hebrews 13, verse 17, it says, "Obey your spiritual leaders and submit to them, because they keep watch over your souls, as those who must give an account." But 1 year later, where are the 30? Where's the 300? What about the 3,000? Statistics tell us 75 or less remain from 300, 25% accounted for, 75% lost. Less than 320 remain from 3,000, 11% accounted for, 89% lost. And no one talks about this. We've accepted the unacceptable. We've tolerated the intolerable. We've convinced ourselves there's nothing we can do about it. Now, let's compare that to infant mortality rates across the globe per 1,000 births. Afghanistan, 11%. Somalia, 9.4%. Monaco, 0.018. Japan, 0.02. United States, 5.8. United Kingdom, 4.3. Nigeria, Congo, Angola, 7%. South Korea, France, Spain, Italy, less than 1%. When we see numbers like that, we react. This is a crisis. But in the church, the rate exceeds a whopping 75%. That's 75% of spiritual newborns dying and returning to the world before reaching year 1. And no one is talking about it. No plan, no strategy. If this were a country, a national emergency would already be declared. We have a pandemic in the kingdom of God. So here is the problem. If we understand the Bible correctly, Salvation is birth. But we are making a catastrophic mistake. The issue is not the devil, it's what we are not doing. Every physical baby has a golden hour? The first 60 minutes are critical. Bonding begins, feeding begins. Immediate feeding creates connection, creates life, creates survival. But in the church, this never happens. No feeding, no system, no plan. We send them home with nothing. 2, 3, even 7 days before they are fed again. Can you imagine a real baby not eating for days? You can't, because it would be fatal. And yet, this is what we've been doing for years. This must stop now! And here's the truth. It's not that the church isn't reaching people, it's that we're not keeping them. So I'm calling on every pastor, bishop, archbishop, prophet, prophetess, evangelist, and whatever your spiritual leadership title may be. This is a crisis, and it's right under your nose. For over 30 years, retired pastor Joseph D. Perry carried this burden. Praying, searching for a solution. And finally, God spoke? A strategy, a blueprint to solve this. And with the OSIN HE team, that solution is now here. Let's be honest. People today, especially younger generations, don't want to sit for an hour just listening. It's not that they don't want God, it's that the format doesn't connect anymore. So how do we reach them at home if they live on their phones? YouTube, TikTok, short-form video. That's their world. So why are we still doing the same thing? Here's the solution. First Steps Believers Training Kit. It's a structured, step-by-step discipleship system, a book combined with guided videos, designed for new believers to follow at home from the moment they are born again until they return to your church. Using video, you can disciple in a language that truly connects. First Steps helps you reverse this immediately. New believers scan a QR code and feeding begins instantly. Their golden hour is protected. They go home in silence, press play, and are fed by God immediately. Then daily until they return. And here's the best part. This can be customized for your church. Your name, your leadership, your vision integrated into the experience. We'll help you know how many they are, who they are, their age, and where they're from. Everyone in your church who is walking through First Steps. Try it. It works. It changes lives. And it will end this crisis. First Steps Believers Training Kit. Get started at www.firststepskit.org. Because winning souls is just the beginning. Forming them is the mission.